Afternoon, villagers. This is Arnie. You're watching Pepper Tree Villa, and this is your daily dose of Disney. I hope you're all having a good day. It's been wild around here. I'm preparing for my monthly meeting tomorrow, and it's been a little nuts. I'm working on a short amount of time for this particular meeting, so hopefully we'll be able to get things done. Hello, Samantha. I think I saw Doug there in the stream as well. Thanks, Doug, for being here. Wow, what a day, what a day. Weather is beautiful. That's unfortunate for us because it really should be storming and rainy and cold. Instead, it is approaching 80 degrees here in Northern California, here in the East Bay. It's nice, it's beautiful, but it's all wrong. It should be the middle of winter, so we're a little concerned about that. Anyway, Mike Wheeler, it is good to see you. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I want my PTV. It's so nice to hear that. Thank you so much. You just make my day. You really do. Oh, and Doug just took off. He took off only the bubble lights right now. Oh, and he's taking me time. Yes. Yes, that's right. Doug is giving up Christmas for Lent. So today is Ash Wednesday. 40 days until Easter. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you so much for that smile and that little love that you put out there. Thank you so much. Rob Fuzz, how are you doing? If I had my horn, I would be honking it for you, Rob. Great to see you. It is February 26th, 2020, and did we celebrate Fat Tuesday? Doug and I celebrated Fat Tuesday by just having a very sensible meal. It was nothing debaucherous or gluttonous, nothing over the top. Turned out that was a good thing for my doctor's report today. I had a good time at the doctor's office this morning. So, hello, Todd. Todd, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Everyone say hi to my friend Todd. Say hi to everyone. It's great to see everyone here. Thank you. February 26th, 2020. Let's go back to February 26th, 1941. Kind of a dark day for Disney. They're having difficulties at this time. Pinocchio and Fantasia financially took a lot of money to make, and they're not making that money back. So Walt sent an inter-office communication to everyone stating that under present conditions, the laying out of cash for equipment is out of line. Our situation is plenty tough, and after returning from a session with the bankers, we have to stretch things out as far as we can, and we still have to cut further. Disney is being forced to focus on cutbacks. That was in 1941. Remember, at this point, they would love to have their films released everywhere, but because of World War II, their movie audience has been severely diminished, especially in Europe, which is where they get a lot of their audience. But, things are different now. But at that time, definitely it was a very difficult time financially for the Disney company. I'm glad they survived and made it. It's a very good thing that they weren't just a little blip in the world of history. Oh, look at that. Next episode in production is on the Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival, the oldest fringe festival in the United States. See too. Richard, very interesting. That sounds great. Via Project. Everyone, pay attention. They're going live very soon. I believe it's on Friday, is it not? Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's after an absence, they're coming back. So it's going to be exciting to see them. Remember, that is Friday night at 8 p.m. Oh, it's on Saturday. Okay. 8 p.m. on Saturday. Okay, good. Thank you, Rob. Thanks for that clarification. So, in 1942, the next year following what had happened at the Disney studio, they're actually looking at a blockbuster night at the Academy Awards. This is where Walt Saturday, 8 p.m. Everyone pay attention. Make sure you mark your calendars on the Disney YouTube network for that one. Walt received a special Academy Award that night. Actually, it was the Irving G. Thalberg Award, and it's given to creative producers. And he received it for the 1941 Academy Awards on this day in 1942. Happy Lux! Good to see you. How are things in Europe? Long time no see. Great to have you here. Thank you. Pam's fam, thank you for joining the stream. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Other things that they got awards for that night, there were special awards for the advancement of the use of sound in motion pictures for the production of Fantasia. And then they received an Academy Award for the Disney short called Lend a Paw. And then also songwriters Frank Churchill and Oliver Wallace received Oscars for the musical score of Dumbo. Hey, Walt, good to see you. So that was in 1942. 1998. This goes forward over 50 years, and this one revolves around a restaurant in Florida at Walt Disney World. Wow. You know, I never went to this restaurant. It's called the All-Star Cafe. It opened at the Wide World of Sports. Jeff Resendez, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. It's a chain of sports-themed restaurants that were developed by the people of Planet Hollywood. It featured stadium cuisine. I'm guessing hot dogs and burgers, peanuts, things like that. But it didn't do too well. I got the green light to start doing baking videos. Oh, fantastic, Todd. Todd's going to be doing some baking videos from his family. So good to hear that, Todd. Thank you. Let me know so that we can all join your channel. Anyway, the All-Star Cafe, it was a rather large restaurant, 240 seats for this location. But it closed almost 10 years later. On September 23rd, 2007, it just didn't make it. And the one at Walt Disney World, I guess, was the last official All-Star Cafe that was open. So that opened less than 10 years. And then this one, 2002. Now remember, this is some 6 months after the attacks in New York, very close to 6 months. So everyone is very, very unnerved at this point. Nerves are raw. Remember that happened in 2001. 2002, just a few months later, there was an incident at the Sacramento International Airport. Yeah, just about an hour and a half from here is an airport in Sacramento. And it turns out that there was an unclaimed Mickey Mouse snow globe in the area. And they cleared out a section of the airport after it was mistaken for a bomb. Phantasmic Chronicles, hello there, good to see you. Let's see. So it was an unlabeled cardboard box, and it caused 150 people to be evacuated from the terminal, the B1 terminal to be exact. I'm a half hour away from the plane site in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Todd. I didn't realize you were that close. So 5 outbound flights were also delayed on that day. That was on February 26, 2002. Then forward 4 years. On this day at Magic Kingdom, it was made official. The Timekeeper, the film that they adapted for the Circle Vision Theater in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, was officially closed on this day, permanently. It hadn't really operated since late 2005. Oh, that's right, Todd. You do plant trees there every year. You have told me about that. Thank you, Todd. So that was the Timekeeper, located at the Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. It had been a poorly attended Tomorrowland attraction since it first opened in 1994. So it was a Circle Vision Timekeeper. That was with Robin Williams as the Timekeeper, and the character Nine Eyes, was like a flying computer camera kind of thing, had 9 eyes around, so you saw through her lenses. It was played by what is her name? She was the cantankerous waitress on the show Cheers, Rhea Perlman. What was her character's name on that one? I cannot remember the name of her character on Cheers, but it was Rhea Perlman who played the part of Nine Eyes. Carla, thank you, Tony. Carla, for those of you that don't know who that is, Carla, who was played by Rhea Perlman, also played Nine Eyes against Robin Williams, Timekeeper, in this film. And I liked the attraction. The first time I saw it, though, I was in France, I believe. Yeah, I saw it at Disneyland Paris in French, so the voices were different. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good attraction, but it just didn't hold people's attention. Still miss Circle Vision Theater in Disneyland, but at least you can get it at Epcot with Canada and China. New films are there now too. And then one final item here for history. 2014, on this day, previews began on Broadway in New York for yet another Disney Broadway show that was going to be opening in March. And on this, yep, it is the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor Factory. That's where Timekeeper used to be. Aladdin. The stage show Aladdin on Broadway opened on this day to previews and then officially will opened March 20th of 2014. But 6 years ago on this day, they started previews. The show is still running, still very popular. It did a road show. We did not get a chance to see the show. I mean, it came to San Francisco briefly for about a month or so, but it was always around Christmas time that it came that year. And of course, with Christmas, things are tight because of, buying presents and us decorating the villa the way we do. Money's always a little tight at Christmas time. So we had to forego seeing Aladdin, although I'm hoping that they do another roadshow and it comes through San Francisco again. They've done that with Beauty and the Beast. They did it with Lion King, so maybe this one. I believe it sold out the day I was in New York City back in December. Yep, I believe so, Todd. It probably was. It sells out frequently. So does Lion King. And so does Frozen. Yeah, Disney's got a lock on theaters in New York, it seems. They've got a lot of shows going. They're all very popular. I'd like to thank my moderators. Those of you with a blue wrench, you know what you're doing. Thank you so much for all your help. It's so great to have you here. And then my support channels. You've seen him today already, Rob Fuzz. Then there's Two Real Geeks, D&G Explorers, More Sunshine Please, and yet one more that you've also seen here in the chat, the Orlando guy. Richard, the Orlando guy. Yes, that's always helpful. Oh, you are very welcome, Rob. Mr. Rob Fuzz. Oh, thank you. And also, I'd like to thank Dean of thelifeplace.com. Dean is always very supportive of us, says very positive things, as well as has an awesome website, thelifeplace.com, where you can see all of our channels in one place advertised as to when our shows are going live on YouTube. Of course, for PTV Live, you'll see us on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Now tonight, our support channels tonight are going to be one at 7 p.m. on Disney Nerd Herders. You're going to see Jim of More Sunshine Please. You'll also see D&G Explorers there. The three channels are going to have fun with their Not Ready for Primetime show. Richard, a no-bake recipe. Actually, Richard, I'll be honest with you, we've been doing research. Yes, we've got research being done right now for a no-bake recipe, and Doug's going to put something together as quickly as we can for that one. So that's at 7 p.m. At 8 p.m., D&G Explorers will be live. They're going to be doing their cruise show this week. And then also at 8 p.m., Two Real Geeks with their geeky game night. So they're always looking for people to play the game with them. They're going to have some fun tonight. That video usually will run whenever, as long as the game plays 1 year. 1 week they did Monopoly and it ran for over 3 hours. So, you never know what you're going to get with Two Real Geeks on game night. So that's at 8 p.m. So everyone, I got to get going back to my desk. Thank you so much for being here for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. And yes, as Richard says, please hit the like button on the way out. I really appreciate that. It's always helpful to have everyone. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Pam. Phantasmic Chronicles. Thank you so much. Yeah, game night is always awesome. It's a lot of fun. So I'll probably have that streaming in the background. Doug and I are going to be doing a little work tonight. I might actually also maybe do some video editing. I really have to get some work done on videos. I've been slacking. Thank you so much for joining me for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Same time, or for Todd, same bat time, same bat channel. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then also tomorrow morning, just as Richard announced, Life with Ben will be dropping tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. He told me what his video is, but I'm not going to leave that as a surprise for you for tomorrow. So that's Life with Ben here on Pepper Tree Villa. tomorrow. Make sure that you check that out. So in the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I got to get back to my desk. So I'll see you all tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Bye, everyone.